Good morning, traders. Welcome to this video on the euro dollar and pound dollar. My name is Chris from Elite Currency. Before we take a look at the markets, though, wanted to let you know once more about Ultima, EA that is fully automated. It is still open and available for the next 2 weeks, and then we're going to close it, and there will be a waiting list. So if you want to join, sign up now. If you're not sure, take a look, of course, at the backtesting performance and the live performance as well. 126% in the first 7 months so far of live trading. And you can see, of course, more information about Ultima, but also how to join for the next 2 weeks at least. You can find how that is organized right here. All right, so just wanted to let you know, let's take a look at the markets right now. Euro dollar is basically showing a pretty strong bounce. Now, that is something that we discussed in multiple times that is likely, in my view, to make some type of correction higher. This maybe being a wave A, and this being a wave ABC for blue B and an up for C. Now, last week's weekly candle, bullish, closing the high, wick at the bottom, could confirm that. Now, if I look at lower time frames, it looks like one more lower low is likely. But, looking at this last week's candle, weekly candle, I don't know now. I will look at the lower time frames again. To me, one more push down to the 78.6 fib seemed likely. But at this moment, maybe price is making a double bottom at the 61.8 when looking at that weekly candle. So let's take a look at the monthly. Of course, we have a new monthly candle as well, the first month of the decade. And that was bearish, but there is a wick at the bottom and some bounce, indicating a bounce basically. And we do have those two bullish candles, one of the reasons why I was bullish, in fact. So, this particular 110 level has acted 3 times as support, as you can see, 3 months in a row, November, December, and January. So maybe that is the indication of the bounce. We have HMA up. On the monthly, that indicates typically the end of a swing. And if we put a fib from here to here, price roughly bouncing at the 78.6 fib of that swing. So maybe that's it. Let's take a look at the daily chart now again. No, sorry, that was the weekly. Now at the daily. And the strong bounce up, I think for the moment, probably key. It's a very strong daily candle and closing the high. I think probably a break above the 20MA could indicate that this is over, this ABC, and we're ready for a wave C up. But before we get that, we might get a pullback. It is running into resistance, previous bottoms, and the 20MA. So we might get a higher low first before we are able to break above the 20MA. And there could be a breakout, and that could indicate and confirm the continuation higher through a kind of wave 1, 2, 3 pattern of that wave C, for instance, like that. All right. Once again, this being A, B, C, like that. So down to the 4-hour chart. Now, considering the momentum, this could be an ABC. I was thinking from a wave perspective that this is a wave 4 last week. Remember, I was saying I don't think that this is going to be a good spot because I'm expecting a wave 4 and then a break lower. So I think that price will be choppy and corrective, and it will basically not be an interesting spot really to trade, because I think that a wave 4, it's slow and will not typically go anywhere until it breaks. Now in this case, it was not slow. It was a wave 4 correction at start, but then it broke to the upside instead. It could still actually be a wave 4. If we put a fib from here to here, it's at the 50 fib, as you can see. So this could be a wave 1, 2, and it's all part of a 3, and this is a 4, and then down for 5. That was my preferred wave count last week. But this is a quite steep and quite strong price action, and I wonder if that's really a wave 4 at this moment. It could still be a wave 4, but looking at the weekly candle, I don't know. That looks pretty strong, that weekly candle. I don't know if it does show a close in reverse and a bearish push. Then the main target, once again, 109.40, which is the 78.6 fib of the higher time frame and the minus 272 target of this wave 4-5 pattern. But with such a strong upside, I really don't know. It could, in theory, be a triangle too. Then I would have to go down, test the previous bottom and bounce, test the previous top and bounce like this, A, B, C, D, E. Well, if that happens, yes, then it could be a wave 4 and a downside break is likely. So, but otherwise, I'm not... the momentum up is really strong. So I think that I'll keep an eye on how price moves lower. If it's a bull flag, it could easily break for a 5-wave pattern like this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. In that case, A reversal, I think, is becoming more likely, specifically if it breaks above 111.25. Then it's probably a reversal. So if it makes one more upside, that could be wave 5, ABC down, and then a new uptrend. If it pushes lower, then I would like to see how price responds to the push lower. If it's a bear flag, then yes, a break lower could make sense to at least test the previous bottom. If not, break to 109.40. And if it's a triangle, of course, then it does look bearish. Let's take a look at the hourly chart. There we go. All right, so if I put a fib, if I take away this fib and put on this fib, if this is a wave 3, like that, then I think a bounce at the 38.50 is possible for wave 4, right? If it's a bullish wave 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, but if it breaks through 110.50, as you can see, then this is starting to become more bearish. So if there's a push lower and a break below 110.50 and then a flag, I think a push lower, very likely, at least as part of an ABC, if not as part of the downtrend. Whereas if it bounces up and then goes down and do something like that, well then a breakout higher for the 5th wave is becoming more likely. So that's, I think, key for the moment. If there are 5 waves up, once again, just to repeat, I'm looking for ABC down. I'll put the fib from the very bottom to the very top, wherever that top is. Look for an ABC pattern, maybe down to the 61 or 78, and then look for a reversal back up again. So euro dollar is a bit of a mix. Pound dollar, however, is more clear. We've talked about this triangle formation already for a very long time, that this could be A, B, C, D, E. We spoke about the ABC within C, the ABC within D, the ABC within E. And now it looks like price is breaking out of that triangle. E held. This could be wave 1 of a new uptrend. And it looks like a wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 has been completed. So it looks like we're going to get an ABC back down again and then a reversal as price retests support. So if we put a fib on the potential 5 wave here, then a wave 2 could bounce at any of these fibs really, 50, 61, 78, or even 88.6 fib for that matter. So let's take a look at the hourly chart, looking like good momentum down now at this moment. Of course, we had great momentum up, flag, break, pullback, continuation. That was perfect. 5 wave pattern, I think. Strong wave 3, and then a good triangle for wave 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 waves for wave 5, sorry. And now I think an impulsive wave 8 for the moment. So I would expect a bounce at the 38 at 131.20. I can imagine putting a fib from here to here as it bounces at the 38.2 fib, excuse me. There we go. And it could move up, for instance, to the golden ratio at 131.70 or 131.50, and then head towards, for instance, the minus 61.8 target and the 61.8 fib at 130.60 for a bullish reversal. That's what I'm expecting on the pound dollar for the moment. In my view, looking bullish, and I'm looking for retracement lower. Good strong daily candles, trying to break above the moving averages. Very strong, 2 bullish candles in a row on the weekly. Monthly, big wick at the bottom. So buyers stepping in here at the end of the month. So looking bullish to me, and I'm looking for a 3-wave back towards the fibs and a bounce. Looking for bullish candlestick patterns to confirm that bounce. Sorry for my voice and my stumbling with the words. I have a cold, so not as focused as I normally am. But I hope it still helped a little bit. Once again, Ultima EA available for 2 weeks, next 2 weeks. And otherwise, see you in the next video, of course, with Elite Currency. Wish you all great trading. Cheers. Bye-bye.